Good morning, dear colleagues. We start our working day in the Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and we give the floor to Lieutenant Colonel Dmytro Gutsulak, Minister of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson. Good morning, dear audience. I'm glad to see you at our briefing. Lithuanian, Polish, Ukrainian Brigade Lis Pol Ukr Brig celebrated the first anniversary of the brigade in Lublin, Poland. The officers of this multinational military unit they staged the military parade. According to Brigade General Adam Yoks, Lithuania, Poland and Ukraine have long positive experience of cooperation and joint defense of their peoples in the past. We've learned an important lesson that our strength is in our unity. The formation of Lithuanian, Polish, Ukrainian brigade is a component in ongoing process of consistent and long-term military cooperation between Poland, Ukraine and Lithuania. We share the common goal that is defense and security of our countries, the Eastern Europe and the entire world, mentioned General Adam Yoks during the solemn ceremony. Today, the Lithuanian, Polish, Ukrainian Brigade is one of the largest joint military projects in the Eastern Europe. The brigade consists of the command, 3 maneuver battalions, and support units. The staff includes Polish, Lithuanian, and Ukrainian military men. During the last year, they jointly developed the operating procedures, guidelines, and directive of the brigade. The servicemen improved their skills during training sessions. The brigade birthday is September 19th. Since that day, 2014, the agreement was signed between the country members of the Lithuanian, Polish, Ukrainian brigade, establishing this joint military unit. In Naples, managerial non-commissioned officers and dockyard staff of marine forces of Ukraine took part in the workshop on the development of Eurasia Partnership. The training participants will learn how professional development of non-commissioned officers and dockyard staff is organized in the U.S. Navy and share their best practices. Events of this kind provide the opportunity to the naval forces and the Coastal Guard of partner countries to cooperate, establish and develop friendly and professional relations at top levels. Today, the U.S. Newport hosts 22nd International Symposium of Navy Commanders. The commander of Marine Forces of Ukraine, Vice Admiral Igor Voronchenko, takes part in this event, along with nearly 180 commanders of Navy and Coastal Guard from other countries. The participants of this event will discuss current situations with the marine security in separate regions, international norms and standards of marine security, as well as cyber security during joint marine operations. Besides that, the commander of Ukrainian Navy will hold bilateral meetings with the commanders of navies of Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea countries in order to discuss the promising areas of military cooperation, in particular connected to the improvement of regional security. It is worth noting that in the conditions of the Russian aggression, the cooperation with the countries of the Black Sea region is considered as an additional efficient mechanism to obtain consulting, technical and other assistance and to shape favorable for Ukraine policy. The paratroopers of the 79th Separate Air Assault Brigade of the Air Landing Troops carry out operational testing of 4 models of new demi-season and summer boots for the Army. These days, the military military training ground was visited by the composite group of the Center of Development and Maintenance of Logistics Support and Gore-Tex Products Europe and Talan companies. The delegation saw in person the process of combat activities and training in the brigade. In particular, assault operations, dismounting and pick-up of landing troops, tactical movement on the battlefield, and armored vehicles. The manufacturers talked to the military men who wear their boots, listened to their feedback how to improve modern tactical boots. The Ministry of Defense of Ukraine continued to encourage the servicemen who distinguished themselves in action. Last week, 54 ATO combatants were awarded the decorations of the Defense Agency. The combatant status was provided to more than 2,000 persons. So, since the beginning of anti-terroristic operation, 11,308 ATO soldiers were decorated with state decorations, while 15,637 military men were awarded incentive decorations from the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. The combatant status was granted to 179,687 military men of the armed forces of Ukraine. Last week, the military sappers demined over 30 hectares of area, having neutralized 711 explosive ordnance. A total of 123.5 thousand mine explosive devices have been neutralized from the start of anti-terroristic operation, and 2,627 hectares of area have been cleaned up of unexploded ordnance. That's all, dear colleagues. The next briefing will be at 10:30.